These gift tags, bam, bam. Hey, welcome back to my channel. It is Ashley here, and if you are new, hey girl, hey, make sure you click on that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll always be up to date with my latest tutorials. So today in this video, we are going to be making some gift tags that is going to make your presents go up like 1,000 notches. These gift tags are super easy to make, and might I add, they are super cute. So, you know, I normally have my materials in my video in the beginning, just like the main materials that you need. But literally, there's too many materials, and I don't want to take up that much space in the beginning. So I am going to have all of those materials listed down below, as I usually do. So make sure if you want to know where something is from, or you want to know what you need for a particular gift tag, make sure that you are checking down below in the description box, and I will have all of that down there for you. So with that being said, let's get started. For our first tag, what we're going to do is we're going to start by galvanizing our bells. So basically, you're just going to be scrubbing it with the Brillo Pad. Then you're going to add it to some Clorox toilet bowl cleaner. Then after you've scrubbed those with that, you're going to leave them for a couple of hours, or you can leave them for a day, and then you're going to scrub them again to get that galvanized effect. So the next step to this is painting the tag. I'm going to be using a chalk paint to do that. And all of the tags that you see that I'm using, they are from Micheal's, and I paid 34 cents a piece for them. So now we're going to add our bells, and when adding the bells, you can do someone's first initial, last initial, you could do a symbol, but I'm going to be doing a Christmas tree, and I'm going to add my bells using my glue gun. Now we're going to take our twine, and we are going to wrap this around the whole entire tag, because why not? So now we're going to make the top part of the tag, and all you're going to do is take a piece of twine and cut it and then attach it at the bottom, and then you're going to add this to the back of your tag. And the final step to this tag is adding a bow. So I just made a bow with my lace ribbon. I'm going to cut that off and add it to the top. Okay, and now for our second tag, we're going to start off by staining this, and I am using a dark walnut to do that. The things you're going to need for this tag are 2 bells, 2 pieces of twine, and a mini ornament. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that mini ornament, and I'm going to take the top off of it. Then I'm going to take my mini scraper, and I'm going to cut the tip off, just so that when we add it to our tag, it'll be flush on there. Okay, so after we've gotten that cut off, now I'm going to start to glue everything on our Rudolph, starting with his nose, his eyes, and then we're going to start to work on his antlers. Alright, so now we're going to start to add our branches on to the antlers. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm going to call them. So all you're going to do is just cut out different sizes and add them to your main antlers, and then you'll be all done with this tag. Alright, so now for our third tag, all you're going to need is a printout of either your family or the person that you're gifting this to. This is actually our Christmas picture from last year. And all you're going to have to do is just line it up, making sure that it's covering the whole entire tag. And then you're going to trace it out and cut it out. By the way, I printed this on an inkjet printer, and it will work just fine. So after I've gotten it cut out, I'm just going to erase all of my pencil marks. Now I'm going to add the Mod Podge, and you're going to want to drench your picture with this stuff. Now I'm going to add the Mod Podge to the tag itself because there is never too much Mod Podge. Alright, so now I'm going to apply the picture, and you're going to make sure that it's nice and centered so you can flip it over, making sure that you have everything that you want onto that tag. And then you're going to take something hard like a credit card or even another tag that you might have, your fingers, and take out all the bubbles. Now it's the next day, and all I'm going to do is I'm using a baby wipe, and I'm going to start to remove that top surface. Now I'm going to take my paintbrush that's the same size as the hole at the top, and I'm going to push it through when it's still a little damp, and then I'm going to take my rag and kind of dry out the rest of the picture. Now I'm going to take my mini scraper, and I'm going to start to go around the edges, removing extra paper or glue so that we can see the designs on the side. Now I'm going to take my scrub pad, and I'm just going to start to scrub the sides, kind of distressing it a little bit and running it over the top to make sure it's nice and smooth. Now we're just going to take our twine, and like the other ones, we're going to add it to the top of the tag. Now the last step to this tag is adding the pine cone at the top. I'm going to flock my pine cone, but you don't have to do that, and you can leave it plain, and then after that you're good to go. Alright, so our fourth tag is going to be really straight to the point. So all you're going to do is flip over whatever type of scrapbook paper you want to use. I am using this vintage scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, which is one of my favorite prints. And all you're going to do is trace this out and cut it out. Now after you've cut that out, all you're going to do is trace out the little hole at the top, and then take your razor blade or whatever you have, I'm using the mini scraper, and cut that hole out. Alright, so now using my spray adhesive, I'm just going to spray the back of this tag, and then we're going to add our scrap paper on top of it. And then you're going to take any type of credit card or whatever you have, the other tag, and remove any bubbles. Now, like the other tags, all we're going to do is add that twine to the top, and you'll be all finished. So for our fifth and final tag, we are going to spray paint this with some chalkboard spray paint. After you've spray painted this with chalkboard spray paint, we're just going to add that wreath on top of it using our glue gun. Now I'm going to take my liquid chalk pen, and I'm just going to write in the center of this, and I'm just going to write joy in the center. You can write whatever you want. You could do the person's initial, you could do the person's name, and then the last step to this is just adding that twine to the top, just like the rest of the tags. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, as always, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below to let me know what you think, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.